The United States had its biggest seizure of fentanyl-based drugs in Houston. The U.S. Attorney for Houston, Texas, made a press conference where he said that the biggest amount of seizure of fentanyl-based drugs has been effected today. A whole bunch of people are involved in this. The various agencies. The question there is this: is this just a drop in the bucket, or has the United States made a significant dent in stopping flow of drugs into the United States? Well, I'm going to show you a slide deck, which is a story told by a leading customs official to 𝗣𝗲𝗏, who is a well-known Twitter personality, and I'm going to share with you what he told and in how many ways these things are finding their way into the United States. It's scary, guys. It's really scary. China and Mexico are behind this, and whether this is going to lead to something much more serious, only time will tell. First of all, I think the time has now come for America to realize that a much more stricter drug prevention policy has to be in place. That's a must, and this is all going to really raise the tempers of many people, because now almost at high school level many children are being affected by these drugs. So I have a small slide deck to share with you. A request to all of you to please like this video and share it with your friends using any or every social media platform that you may be on. Thanks in advance. Now, cartels have started using advanced methods of drones to get their supplies across. A senior US border official shared a series of alarming stories. First, the Chinese and the Mexican cartels are flying drones from Mexico into the United States to surveil US law enforcement. In other words, people who help people to cross into United States are called coyotes. Now, the coyotes themselves can use drones to tell them where the patrol is and which part of the fence is unguarded at a given time. And if it happens to be within their reach, they can quietly slip in. So this is taking on a very sophisticated level of operation. Now you can see here how drones are also being fitted with drugs. This looks like a drugs. Drone interdiction or destruction by US law enforcement. There's a legal loophole in the US laws. You can have detection equipment to detect if they are flying over, but we legally can't do anything about it once we find them. In other words, even if your drone is caught, the United States law doesn't allow any kind of action to be taken against the drone sender, assuming that they can catch him, or the person who receives it. This senior official installed detection equipment, like, for example, software which can track how many such drones were making their way across the border. So here is a simple drone which is flying over the ground. After him installing this software, within 48 hours, hundreds of foreign drone detections, he had to turn the service off just because of the sheer numbers of incursions. What can you do? I mean, you can see all these things. It's like a swarm. Just when you have had enough of the open border policies, this virtually makes it impossible, even if you close the doors tomorrow, how you can prevent illegal incursions. So the current border policy that has been in use by the Biden-Kamala administration, now we have to add her name also because she is going to be running on the Democratic ticket. This is the most destructive border policy till date, just because of the number of people who have crossed and who have been escaping detection. The barbarians don't take the city until someone leaves the gates open for them. This is a statement made by Hitchens. Now you're seeing, I told you about this in 2021, for several weeks, the gates were completely open, the borders were completely open in some crossings with Mexico. Mexican drug cartels don't get deterred by closed doors or 20-foot walls. They are able to launch drones, and with that, they are able to catch where the drift is, like where the patrols are, where there is a better chance to sneak in, and so on and so forth. A bigger enforcement method is needed. Now, not only that, the drug cartels can go about enforcing their authority in a ruthless manner. Watch how in a Mexican village, which probably was standing up to the flow of drugs, they essentially sent arms and ammunition using drones, and they destroyed the village. Massacre, massacre. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that is going on right now on the US-Mexico border, and I don't know what's going to be the bigger agenda should the United States send its army to try and protect its border and to make sure that those who they start deporting. I have no doubt in my mind that Trump will start a deportation process because he has done this in the past. That will happen, but then how do you prevent them from trying to make a break in again? Are you going to pay everybody's fare back to where they came from? What if they say that we won't say where we came from? What are you going to do? So lots of questions, not enough answers, I'm afraid. Let's see how this plays out. First, Trump needs to win the election. Only then something can or will be done about it. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.